Hey guys, what's up? It's Apollo here. Hope you guys are doing well, and welcome back to another battle replay of Third Age Total War Reforged. This one is a 2 vs 2 at the Iron Hills, and this one is really good. It's down to the wire. There's great tactics. This map is really awesome, so get excited because we got a good old battle. Now I'm going to be leading the Dwarves, of course, at the Iron Hills, so I've got a nice Dwarven army. My ally is Eddard Stark. He is leading Dale, one of the Dwarves' greatest allies, so pretty cool stuff. And then we're taking on two evil factions. We have Mordor and we have Isengard. So we got really powerful factions on the battlefield today. Let's go ahead and get this one started real quickly. Look at the army comps. Alright, so starting with my dwarves, I got a ballista. One artillery was allowed in this battle, so I like to get an anti-artillery just to snipe out catapults and whatnot. But I do have 4 units of Ironfoot crossbows, 2 units of Ironfoot pikemen, I have 2 units of Erebor axemen, or I'm sorry, Erebor infantry, then some Ironfoot guards, 2 units of them. I've got the Mithril guard. These guys are insanely good. 2 units of hammerers of Gundabad, some miners, and I have Dragon Slayers, which my general is in that unit. I also have 2 units of Merchant Cav, just to kind of basically a sacrifice cav in case I need to slow down an enemy unit or maybe run down archers. Just, you know, they're just kind of there. Now my ally, he is playing Dale, of course. Now he's got Royal Guard, some Lake Town Spears, and he's also got some deadly Dalian Cavs, light cav. He also has more Dalian marksmen over on this side with some Avari Elder pikemen mixed in with the Barding Herd. So a nice solid line of polearms and pikes. He's got some Dalian paladins, which is another great unit there. And then more cav on the flank. He's got more archers in the back. And he's also got some earls in the very back. So pretty just balanced army. Also, he has a catapult. Let's move on to Mordor. Mordor has a really stretched out army. He's bringing some halberds in the front, some uruks, and some temple inquisitors. He's got archers, and then way back here he's got more infantry like uruks. He is bringing 1 unit of the lesser Balrogs, so pretty much trolls with wings. They're really good, and some uruk bodyguard, I believe, for his general, and some Nazgul. Up here he does have a flanking force of just 3 units, or actually 2 units. He's got some Mordor uruks, and he's got some Numenorian shield guard. So that's pretty much it for Mordor. Let's now move on to Isengard. Isengard has 4 units of Uruk-hai crossbowmen, some guards of Orthanc, and some pikes in the very back line, some Uruk-hai infantry. He's also bringing very fast units like the Warg Riders, some Berserkers, some Trolls of the White Hand, and the Champions of the White Hand, which I believe, yes, his general is in that unit. So we can now go to normal speed, and let's talk some strategy. Alright, so the placement here of this battlefield makes this one a very interesting one. It was very difficult to join forces with my ally because the deployment zones, I think they started and end right here, and it was really awkward to try to form up together, and our plan was to stick together. Now I'm going to words are hard. I'm going to charge through this little pathway and defend it if Isengard tries to flank around, which it looks like he is. He's sending all of his crossbows over to this side, and he's probably going to try to harass my my rear defenses. But yeah, I'm just going to quickly send most of my army over to this side to double team Mordor. Hopefully we can defeat Mordor and then move on to Isengard and just use good old teamwork to defeat our opponents while they're still divided. But right now Mordor is firing down some archers. Now I don't know why he has his archers so far back. Usually the traditional strategy is to have them in the front. That way your infantry who are in the front line don't get peppered down by arrows. Instead, you know, the enemy will focus their arrows on your arrows, you know, their bows on your bows, basically. But yeah, we're going to form up some infantry. And we do have a cav charge from some Melkor's Chosen. Look at these guys. Oh my goats. We got like goat horns. They're riding on these really cool, I've never seen them before, really cool wargs, able to cut down some of these marksmen of Dale, and Dale's gonna countercharge with some Dalian cav, but now he's gonna call it off. They're gonna get out of there. So yeah, that was a really effective charge by a DK Viking, who is leading Mordor. By the way, leading Isengard, we have Mr. Ask the Dwarf, and Eddard Sultan. I don't know if I completely forgot about the player names. Eddard Sultan, or yeah, Eddard Stark. Sultan Eddard Stark is leading Dale. So there you have it. There goes a catapult. He's going to fire that into the back lines. Maybe go for the juicier targets. Very close, only killing one orc there. Better one than nothing, I suppose. So yeah, very good start to this battle. Nice aggressive play, really, by both armies. I do have my crossbows in position, so they're going to be able to fire down, put some pressure on Mordor. We're really trying to soften them up, but we don't want to sit back for too long because we want to crush this army before Isengard sends over reinforcements, which he's already sending. He's got 2 units of berserkers who are not marching in an organized fashion because they're berserkers. They don't know what organization is. They just go berserk. Now over here, he's set up his, he's got some spears protecting his archers. This is a pretty good formation, but I'm going to try to sneak attack and send out my merchants. They're a heavy cav. I'm going to try to go around and attack the archers on the flank. Watch this. Boom! Those crossbows able to get a volley right before I charge in and just obliterate my cav force, but I do get some of them in the front lines, avoiding the spears, and I also attack over here. Same thing over here. I mean, those crossbows they just slaughtered my cav, and I'm pretty sure my cav is, yep, they're breaking right now. So this cav is doing a little bit better, so we put some pressure on the crossbows, but that really wasn't worth it. It wasn't like these cav units are that expensive anyways, so losing them like this is not the end of the world. I still have time to form up with my pikes. They're going to defend, and I've got some crossbows who are forming up on this side as well. So yeah, we're going to be able to fire back some crossbows. I think I'm also, yeah, oh, look at this. I accidentally get some friendly fire there with my ballista. But over here, this is where the infantry start to engage each other. We got some halberds going into the fight. Look at that, taking on those elven pikes. And then Dale sending over more infantry to kind of surround them. So Mordor's kind of going with a bizarre strategy of sending his army in pieces. Some friendly fire over there from that catapult. Oh man, killing one orc again. Oh, there we go. There's the juicy target we were looking for. Here's another counter charge. Dale sending in his Lake Town spearmen against the Uruks. His heavy infantry. I'm also pushing up my dwarves, getting ready to face Mordor. I'm just kind of telling Mordor, like, hey, send more troops. Let's fight. But I don't want to push too far because I don't want these troops to get, outmaneuvered and surrounded by enemy forces. So I want to stay with my allies' front line. My Erebor infantry kind of supporting the Lake Town spears as we take on Mordor's infantry. Same thing over here. You see how he pushed individual units? Well, now they're getting surrounded, outmaneuvered, and that's what I wanted to avoid on my side with the dwarves. Let's head over here where the skirmish is still underway. My ballista is still firing. I'm going to push it up over to the ledge, kind of support this fight. I don't really expect to win this battle. I really don't. They just outnumbered me with archers. And again, I don't need to win this battle. I just need to delay Isengard as long as possible so we can continue to double team his opponent. Let's head back here where we got more infantry clashes, more dwarves who I'm leading. God, words today. I'm charging against more Uruks, and again, I'm just kind of holding back some Ironfoot Guard. I think he's going to send in some cav now. Finally, much needed cav for his army because Dale is going after, oh, he charged in some pole arms, which I don't recommend you guys should do. Don't try that at home. He's going to suffer dearly from that, but he's going to continue to charge this light cav. They're just pushing right through the ranks. Oh, now he's in front of some stakes. Yeah, it's a little tricky trying to manage this entire battle. Now Dale is pushing up the rest of his infantry, able to crush the units that Mordor pushed forward. You can see the dead bodies here, and the fight is really picking up here between us and Mordor. I got my Erebor infantry now flanking around Mordor, I'm going to help out this Ironfoot Guard. More Ironfoot Guard doing pretty well. Taking on an Orc Raider unit. It's nice to see the basic Orc Raiders. But too bad they're going to die pretty quickly here. So yeah, this battle is a little bizarre in like traditional battle line formation sense. You know, like it just, We don't really have a lot of formations going on. It's just small pockets of fighting. Now the catapult is firing into this big blob. We got to disperse here. Really spread out our troops and make sure they don't get in range of that catapult. I'm now pushing up my crossbows, and I'm now pushing up Hammers of Gundabad to join this fray, join the fray, and join the battle over here, hoping to avoid that catapult. Alright, so let's do some slow motion because these pitch battles can be fairly intense, very quick moving. So over here, my dwarves are standing their own, got Ironfoot guard and some hammerers, just kind of fighting on the flank, now taking on some Isengard berserkers. Now in the center line, we've got the lesser Balrogs who are now committing to the fight. So we'll see what they're going to do very soon. Just kind of go into the center lines. And we also have some halberds going to the center as well. Just trying to prevent their units from getting outmaneuvered and outflanked. Back over here, my poor pikemen, look at this. Just look at my forces here. All these crossbows slaughtering my dwarves. Not much I can do about it. I don't really have an answer for this, but I'm not going to give up this location, just not yet. I'm going to try, again, delaying as long as possible. He's got a lot of units over here, and I'm going to make it very difficult for him to be able to get behind our lines. Meanwhile, Mordor is still sending, let's see, what are they, where are they? Yeah, they're still sending their units up. Actually, they're not, okay, they're not going anywhere. Never mind. He's got archers up here, though. So I don't think they're in range of anyone, so I don't know. Maybe he expected us to go after him. But here comes the lesser, we'll go back to normal speed, lesser Balrogs, who are just pushing straight past Dale's ranks, just going to the back lines, attacking the marksmen and the Dalian paladins. There we go, and look at that. They're like, whatever, this is fine. This is completely fine. And now he's charging for the catapult, which is already stuck in combat against these Melkor Chosen, who look very terrifying. Here comes the lesser Balrogs attacking the catapult. Oh, man. So, yeah, again, these are basically like trolls, but fancy. So it's not, they're very tough, but it's not like the true Balrog. It's not going to be the end of the world. So yeah, this battle is just all over the place. Pockets of fighting everywhere. These berserkers are really putting up a good fight, but some friendly fire is going to definitely help with that. But he did kill. Oh, there we go. There we go. Yes, you got to be careful with the catapults. They can kill a lot of your own men from far away, and that's really helping out this fight. These hammerers giving them a good hammer. You know what I mean? Here comes a nice flanking maneuver from Dale Eddard Stark. He's he's going to send around his troops. Very nice. And then over in the center, I got to keep moving. Don't want to die from that catapult. There's a big gap in the center. If we head back over to this flank, I am pushing forward my pikes. They're still getting shot with crossbow bolts. Eddard Stark is now moving his cav over to get a charge. He's going to help me out over on this side, realizing that I am dying pretty bad. It's a pretty bad situation. So the Earls are going to try to flank around, pretty much do the same thing I did with my merchant cav, but do it much later. So maybe he's going to catch him by surprise, because Isengard is focusing on the other fight as well. And it does look like he is going to catch him by surprise. Look at this nice flank. Oh, come on, charge in. Give him hell, boys. So nice. He was able to get his cav near this crossbow position, unlike mine, who got focused down. But that was a good charge right there. Very nice. It's going to add some very nice support to this, to my defense over on that side. But the lesser Balrogs are starting to fall, which is good. They're getting surrounded by some marksmen. The catapult's still firing, nearly hitting my crossbows, but the crossbow's still in a really good spot, just killing. Oh, look at this Isengard setting in their reinforcements. It's a never-ending amount of troops. Oh. So yeah, I'm going to use my crossbows, fire down, get some good kills. There we go, look at that. Very nice, very nice. We need that. Now, I wish I could click, during the live battle, you can click on a button and it'll highlight your troops and their troops. I guess we can just kind of zoom in. And you see that? Look at the formations here. Isengard pushing through after my archers. My archers or my crossbows, they don't have a choice. They have to stand their ground. They have to countercharge and, oh! Another good hit with lots of friendly fire from the catapult, which is good. That catapult's doing wonders for my army. But yeah, they've got to defend here because I've got the ballista actually turning, and the ballista gets from the catapult. A very lucky shot from Isengard. But yeah, I definitely need to defend this catapult. Now I'm sending in the mithril guards. Now I'm starting to run low on troops. Most of my forces are engaged in melee, and you can see the battle lines here. Look at that. That is awesome. This is just a great battle. He's got some reserves back here. 223 Uruk-hai infantry ready to charge in. Oh, look at, he gets another hit with his catapult. This is so bizarre because usually it's the ballista that's sniping at the catapult. It's crazy. All right, let's zoom out of the mini map so we can kind of see what's happening. Okay, so Mordor's finally pushing in his flanking force. So you remember the Numenorian shield guard? Well, now they're causing some issues for the back lines. It's good that Mordor is splitting up his army like this, but it's bad that we're still fighting a good fight and he's about to flank around us. Now Eddard Stark kind of clumping up his troops here a little bit. That could be a little costly later on. We'll find out. So over on this side, I'm sending over some Dwarven miners. And then back over here, oh yeah. I push forward. Look at this. I push forward my pikemen. So they're now in the fight. Watch these pikemen. It's actually kind of amazing. So watch the pikemen later on in this battle. He's now pushing up his trolls to take care of my crossbows, which is unfortunate. Really, my crossbows at this point buying time so I can send over some elite troops on that side. We defeated this small flanking force, so let's zoom back in to the mini-map. We defeated this small flanking force with my crossbows and my mithril guard, so that's really good. I do have some reserves, some dragon slayers. They're getting hit with archers, unfortunately, but these guys have a lot of hit marks. They should be all right. They shouldn't die completely. Yeah, really good positioning here from Mordor. They've got their bows just kind of firing in the back lines of our army, our reserves and whatnot. Here's the main fight. You can see that Mordor, Isengard kind of surrounding Dale over here. It's still pretty even. My hammerer is still hammering away. Just finishing up some of these troops here. My ballista crew, I accidentally sent them into the fight. Didn't mean to do that. It's alright, they're not really dying because they're not really near enemy forces. But what I've got flanking around now, I've got some hammerers and some dragon slayers headed over here because this is bad, guys. Okay, let me slow-mo. Let me just explain why this is so bad. And I'm sure you already know, but basically our front line is right here, and this is an even battle. This is not one-sided or anything like that. It's very even. So if we get outflanked by this force that's coming around this pathway, it's game over. So I've got to push up 2 units of dwarves to hold. Now I know it's only 2 units, but these are very good units and they will do very well. So let's go back to normal speed. Also, we're getting outflanked on this side too. So we're just sending back whatever we have to support this fight and prevent them from attacking the rear of our main battle line. There we go. The Dragon Slayers, they're really good at killing beasts and stuff like that, so they're going to slaughter these trolls. Watch this. Boom. One's already down. One's already down. You leave them in the fight. Hammerers also very good bringing the... Oh, there goes another one. There goes another one. There goes another one. These Dragon Slayers are so good. The Hammerers too, very good at killing these trolls. But close behind, we've got reinforcements. He probably should have waited to send in the trolls, because if the reinforcements, if like say the Uruks charged in first instead of the trolls, then they could have kept the Hammerers and Dragon Slayers occupied. But yeah, it's too late now. We focused down most of these trolls, and now we can focus on this Uruk Reaver unit. By the way, guys, look at this. My pikes are still alive. Yeah, that's right. Pikes are still alive. After just like 5 minutes of getting shot at with crossbows, they're still putting up the good fight, killing some guards of Orthanc. Fantastic. Here comes another Reaver unit to come up and support. So we're just holding back this storm of Isengard. They're shooting rotten flesh, which you would think that would be bad for their army, because, you know, man flesh. They like any kind of flesh. It might make them hungry. That's right. All right, so the main line, look at how the line is forming up. It's very even. Look at that on the mini-map. So even. It's impossible to tell. And these are a lot of pikemen. Pikes are really good in frontline situations. So it's going to be a struggle, guys, if we're even going to be able to win this one. The balance of power is ever so slightly in our favor. But hopefully we can hold on to it. Dale's still holding on to this battle as well, so he's taking on some Nazgul. Look at that front line. What an interesting front line. So a great fight indeed. I've actually flanked around. Look at this, this is pretty cool. I flanked around some crossbows through this little gap right here, and now I'm gonna fire pretty much point blank at the back of these Uruks where the armor is weak. There we go, come on guys, fire. Yeah, crossbows take a little while, which is a little unfortunate because he does have reinforcements on the way, so I'm trying to quickly do this before these pikes get over there. Come on, fire guys, come on. You know, your comrades are dying over there, and you're just sitting back, looking the wrong way. A couple of them, wow. Honestly, that's sad. One guy's like, I guess I'll fire. Pew. All right. Finally, God, they're finally reloading. These crossbows, maybe it's like they're very exhausted. I don't really know. Come on. Come on, fire. There we go. We're getting a couple shots. The pikes are turning back around. Come on. Whatever. It did a little damage there, which is helping. Look, the front line's all screwed up now, which is good. Let's head back over here where the damn Numenorian shield guards are unbelievable. They're so good in this game, and they're just putting up such a great fight. Let's head back over here. Let's see how my dwarves are holding up. So Dale's sending in some dragon slayers. I got my dwarven miners just kind of being there. I'm now sending back my dragon slayers. We both have dragon slayers, which is pretty cool. But yeah, I'm sending back my general to join this fight over here because there is fresh reinforcements from Isengard coming into this fight, about to surround my my crossbows. Not a good sight. Not a good sight indeed. There they go. Slowly stepping forward. My mithril guard, unstoppable. Unstoppable. So yeah, the battle's starting to fizzle out a little bit on this main front line. And it looks like we are winning. The balance of power is shifting into our favor, which is good. But we still have a long way to go. I'm now retreating some of my Hammers of Gundabad over to the other fight because my ally was Eddard. He was requesting some reinforcements over here, which I can understand because he's losing. He's losing big time. So it's time for my Hammerers to get over here. This is a healthy unit of 91 Hammerers. They're going to show up, save the day, and hopefully destroy these Numenorian Shield Guard once and for all. Back over here, the Dragon Slayers mixed in with my Miners, taking on the Nazhai, or Nazghai. Saruman is in this unit. Oh, this is, okay, this is cool. So at this point, I turn my ballista around, and I begin to fire. Now, Saruman, he's in this battle, but he's not considered the general, so killing him would not really do anything. Here comes a Warg charge, though. Warg riders, who just, yeah, unfortunately silenced my ballista. Oh god, just never-ending amount of Urukai and orcs. Good, the dwarves like it that way. This is really bad. General's ally is dead. The balance of power now shifting back in favor of the evil guys. Tragic news, very tragic. What's happening over here? Oh yes, Mordor has his Uruk bodyguard surrounding these Dalian paladins. So just like that, I mean, it just seems like Mordor and Isengard have an endless amount of reinforcements. Every time we feel like we're making a push, you know, we're pushing them back, they just send up more and more fresh troops, while we have all of our troops just constantly in the fight. So fatigue levels are definitely in their favor. It's in their favor. Where their troops are well rested, ours are not, but we're going to rely on skill to beat this battle. So hopefully my troops don't get too exhausted. Alright, let's head back over here at the little blockade where the wargs who were originally attacking the ballista, they did stop. So we can go back, and here we go. Boom! Fire! Oh, yeah! See, it doesn't look like we killed a lot there, but it actually was a ton because this is kind of like an elite berserker unit, very small unit. So if we could kill, we killed like 10, 15 there. Really huge. Really great help there. Oh, nice. Come on, ballista. Take out Saruman. Yes! We burned Saruman to the ground. He's off the battlefield. Fantastic. I'm glad I got that on screen. The wargs are coming back. They're like, oh, crap. Oh, Saruman's going to be mad at us. It's like, no, he's not. He's going to be dead. The wargs are coming to silence the ballista. And here my dwarves are victorious in the center line. So what I'm going to do is now surround Isengard. The balance of power is still slightly in our favor. You can see we've killed 92%. They've killed 88%. Here comes the flanking charge. The wargs coming back around trying to take care of these dragon slayers. And then we head back over here. The fight is still going on. My hammerers still trying to fight. These Numenorean shield guard, man, they're just so good. I don't know if they're racking up a lot of kills, but they're staying alive for a long time, which is causing us to not concentrate all of our forces towards that front line, which is definitely making things difficult. We just need to kill these guys. Back over here, though, yeah, the Uruk bodyguard still just continuing to march forward, continuing to slowly cut down Dale's troops. Dale, with the with the lack of their general, having a hard time to stay in this fight because the morale is has suffered a little bit. But my dwarves are kind of getting rear charged by what's left of these warg riders, which is no good. No good, guys. So we need to try to focus down these wargs, get them off the battlefield. Come on, dwarves. Defeat them. Yeah, the Dragon Slayers still have 49, which is impressive. The Mithril Guard still has 49 as well. So pretty crazy considering that they've been in the fight for so long. And, you know, they start with a smaller unit because they're like an elite unit. So only an elite few can be in that unit. Alright, so the wargs are going to disengage, probably do another cycle charge. Dale trying to hold off this reinforcement of Uruk bodyguard. There's also another unit of warg riders coming around and flanking and getting nice hammer and anvil on my hammerers. How ironic. Look at that charge. Oh my god, dwarves falling in the air. That's terrible. Yeah, he might actually win this engagement because how just like tanky the shields of Numenorean shield guard are, and how deadly the warg riders are doing, like just slaughtering my hammerers. Alright, so really the rest of the fighting is right here, where Isengard is soon to run out of troops. He's trying to delay my dwarves as long as possible until the Uruk bodyguard can show up as reinforcements. There we go. Dale is breaking. Dale is done. And now all these Uruks can now march over to my dwarves and start attacking my dwarven lines. The good news is that we've almost destroyed Isengard. They've got 28 pikemen left alive, but we can concentrate some of our forces over to the other flank because pretty soon we are going to get sandwiched by those Uruk bodyguard. Also, the warg riders, just a thorn in the side, really. Oh, the ballista! The ballista's firing. Changing directions, going after the damn shield guard. We kill a good amount there, but that's going to be it for the ballista. It's finally done. Finally, the wargs are like, alright, ballista, it's time to get you off the battlefield. So yeah, they're going to focus down that ballista. Finally, it's done. We've got some Nazgul coming around as well. And we've got what's left of that Nazghai heavy infantry who are attacking my Dragon Slayers. Here comes a flanking force of Erebor Axemen, trying to take care of these pikemen. Some Uruk bodyguard coming over. Look at this, fresh troop. Now I'm going to turn around and face him. Really right at the just amazing timing where I just defeat the pikes. And now I can just turn around right at the last second and take on these Uruk bodyguard. So the balance of power is still really close. This is anyone's game, guys. This is down to the wire. These damn Warg Riders. Now it's the champions of the White Hand coming over. This is the general of Isengard trying to support his ally. That's all he can really do because his infantry is off the battlefield. They're mostly dead. My hammerer is still going to town, hammering away. And you can just see just this bloody fight. That was multiple fronts on this battlefield. So my Mithril guard kind of surrounded here. I'm trying to hold the flank with the Dragon Slayers and some Erebor swordsmen, axemen, infantry fighting off the Nazgul. My general has been fighting a long time. Really, if my general dies here, it could be game over because my men could insta-break. But look at this. To save the day, the Ironfoot pikemen, everyone thought they were out of the game, but they are not. They are back. They are ready to go, and they're going to do a crucial flanking charge around the Uruk bodyguard. This is huge. Yeah, just telling them to get out of phalanx formation. Just get into the fight as quick as possible. Get around. Attack the flank. The Nazgul are like, no you don't. No you don't. So they're going to stop them, unfortunately. But it's still nice to see some fresh troops over into this battle. Some extra reinforcements. I mean, you know a battle is close when you have 21 pikemen show up. And it's like the most amazing thing. Like, oh yes, there's still a chance. Let's see what's happening over here. I think my hammerers are going to finally take care of the Númenórean shield guard along with Eddard's, what's left of his army. These Warg Riders, though, still causing issues. Oh, we killed the general. Mordor's general is down for the count. Oh my god, please. They're going to get away. This is 3 annoying bastards that we cannot kill. Alright, let's zoom out of the mini-map. So now with the death of Mordor, their troops should break pretty quick. We'll see, though. We'll see. Orcs are putting up a good fight. There's my general. There he is. Look at him. He's going in. We're surrounding the orcs. Defeat is a distinct possibility for these orcs. Uh-oh. Watch this, guys. Here comes a warg charge. They're like, come on. There's still a chance. Look at this. Look at this. Boom! Kills my general. Oh. Right when the general is going to taste victory. But to be fair, that's a warrior's death right there. I mean, I think he knew we were going to be victorious, and to die a warrior's death is all he could wish for. But yeah, that's the struggle of having a general on foot. They can easily get charged and just wiped out. But yeah, I think that's pretty much it for the infantry. We got to take care of this cav unit. And then back over here, I think we're just, yep, there we go. There's one lone soldier left, and he's dead. And then back here, the wargs are going in for a charge. This is going to be the final charge of the battle. The battle. There we go. Now the general is, there we go. General is dead, and the battle is over. Yes. Well done indeed. So that was a really close battle, down to the wire. I mean, that was anyone's game. Though I would say that we had a pretty solid, not solid lead, but we had a tiny lead throughout the entire fight. But again, a death of a general at the wrong time could have changed the battle completely. But at the end of the battle here, I got 3,000 kills. Eddard really close to 3,000. And then here's the kills for Mordor in Isengard. You can see they had huge armies. That's why we got a lot more kills than they did. We had much smaller armies. But here's the details of the kills, the casualties. Thank you guys so much for joining me in another battle. I hope you guys enjoyed this one. Thanks for watching, guys, and I'll see you next time.